Are you okay?
Yeah, somehow.
I'm sort of stuck here. Someone, help me out.
Himiko, careful!
Yeah, I'm saved.
We made it. Hey, how were we saved? Why are we still alive?
Yeah, why are we alive? I wonder...
The killing game is over. The class trials are over. And the fictional world is over. So then, where are we? Another fictional world after the fiction has ended? What's left for us here? We were silent for a long while, staring into the other side, where we continued to hope, and they continued to torture us. The outside world. 53 times, hope moved forward. 53 times, the suffering continued. The world on the other side of the fiction, the real world.
So, what do we do now?
We didn't think of a plan for what to do after. I thought that was the end of us back there.
But we survived. And that's the truth. Okay.
It seems as though we don't really have a choice. We can't stay here anymore.
Hey,
But I don't get it. Seriously, how are we still alive? When this world destroyed itself, I thought that we would go down with it.
You're right.
Kiba probably saved us. He made sure we didn't die.
why?
But why would he do that? There's no point in us escaping to the outside world. We're just fictional characters. Did Kibo save us because he was acting on what the outside world wanted?
No.
Then maybe this is what the outside world wanted. For us to live?
Okay.
That's right. In addition to ending all of this, the outside world wanted us to live. I suppose the outside world wanted this lie to become the truth. So come on everyone, let's head outside with confidence.
Remember,
The outside world is waiting. To the outside world, huh? I wonder what kind of world it is. A peaceful world with no fighting and no despair. That's what Tsumugi said, right?
you're right.
Yeah, if she wasn't lying. It might be a lie?
Because...
Remember, the last thing Tsumugi said? My plan was such a flawless copy, it even failed right at the end. So I should be able to hold my head up high as a cosplay cat criminal, right?
If I remember
She
correctly...
said copy. That means she must have been copying someone, right?
What?
What does that mean? What indeed?
What did you say?
What? You don't know?
But...
Ah, well, I have some theories. Perhaps Hope's Peak Academy and the Remnants of Despair really exists. Maybe Tsumugi was just basing her performance on them.
Hey,
So Tsumugi lied about this whole world being just fiction?
What did you say?
What? A surprise ending?
No.
No, I don't really know for sure. She might have been lying when she said copy. But if she were telling the truth, then it would make sense that that was a lie.
What?
What do you mean that?
That's...
What Tsumugi showed us, the way we were when we first arrived?
huh?
What am I wearing?
How nice!
Looking good. Now you look more like the Ultimates.
Huh?
Ultimates? Really?
So...
Next up, the memory Yao's all been waiting for.
You guys are ready?
Heck yeah, get ready! Once the seal's broken, we'll be in the domain of the killing game. Killing game?
Could it be...
You mean we were selected?
Alright!
We got picked? Really? Alright! Whoa, really? I'm selected for it too?
But...
I still don't believe it. I can't believe that any of us would volunteer for this. We forgot everything about our old selves after that first flashback light, didn't we?
If I remember,
That's what Sumugi said, but something's been bugging me about that. Even if we were obsessed with this killing game, I still can't believe we would participate in it. I just don't believe it. But I don't really have any logic behind that.
What?
One of Kaito's hunches, huh?
What's the point?
Anyway, there's no way for us to check when we all apply to the academy, right? Yeah.
Okay.
What? We can't check? So in the end, we still don't know what was true or not. The fictional world ends here, and the real world lies out there. Perhaps just beyond here is the truth. But maybe it isn't.
Don't tell me.
Maybe it's all still fiction in that world. Maybe Danganronpa still continues in that world, or... Or maybe the outside world is the same as this world. It might be a world filled with lies. Well, if we can get out from here, we'll know for sure.
But
Yeah, but I feel like there's not too much meaning in truth and lies.
Eh?
What do you mean? I mean that even if something's a lie, even if it's fiction,
remember,
if it has the power to change the world, then it must contain some kind of truth.
aren't we proof of that? In this fictional world, we overcame all these fictional struggles. But those things changed us, and we were able to change the world. So it doesn't really matter where the truth ends and where the lies begin. If lies can change the world just as well as the truth can, then lies are just another way of telling the truth. Some lies can lead the world to hope. Some truths can lead the world to despair. So I don't think anyone can really say which is more right in the end.
I guess it's not important whether it's a truth or lie, just what it leads to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
We stand with 1 foot in fiction and 1 foot in reality.
Then, we need to see for ourselves whether this fictional world has changed the outside world, and what we can do from this point on.
You're right. We can't stay in this fictional world forever. It's already over. We gotta take all the experience we earned in this world and go on to the next.
Yeah, let's go. We'll see what this world gained and what it lost, and all the rest. Let's find out together.
To the other side of this world. To the other side of fiction. Let's find out together. It's what we could accomplish. The story lives on. I'm sure even now, even on the other side, it lives on there as well. And thus, the story lives on. Was this lie able to change something? Was this lie able to change someone? Was this lie able to change the world? If it was able to change even the smallest thing, then the story isn't over. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my Let's Play of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony for the Nintendo Switch. Man, like usual, this game took an exhausting long time. 110 videos. Not that I wasn't expecting to overtake Danganronpa 2 as my new longest LP. I knew it was coming, but that's still a lot of videos. I cannot fathom even doing this LP back in like 2007. Like 110 videos is about a length of doing a Let's Play of a long game in 2007, way back when YouTube had its 10-minute time limit. But besides the point, nonetheless, this game was very fun to go through, like usual. The character development in this game is probably some of my favorites. In the first two games, there were about maybe half of the cast from both games that I didn't really care much about. In this game, there was not a single character that I didn't care about, and there's about maybe 3 characters that I was not a fan of. I hate Kokichi. Kokichi, in my opinion, is probably the worst Danganronpa character in the entire series. I don't like Miyu, and then also I wanted to like Tsumugi until we found out that Tsumugi was the mastermind, and after that she just became very creepy. This game really hit me hard on a bunch of parts throughout this game. And I thought that the end of Chapter 1 in the first game hit me pretty hard, when Sayaka was the first person to die. But the end of Chapter 1 in V3 hit me the hardest, when Kaede was the culprit and that we had to vote her out and she was executed. Because Kaede was going to be my new favorite character within the Danganronpa series. And the fact that she had to get executed, it really tore me apart. It also hit me very hard during Kokichi's investigation, because at the night that I recorded the episode where we discovered Kokichi's body, I couldn't sleep that night because I was thinking, like, if Kaito's dead and Kokichi is alive, then oh no, this is really bad. Or if Kaito's alive and Kokichi died, then okay, this is great. I never liked Kokichi in the first place. And then during the very last trial, I took a break from recording because I recorded so late at night that night that I needed to get some sleep. And I left off on what's considered a cliffhanger to me. My brain was frying up when we went from exposing the mastermind to talking about how Danganronpa V3 is fiction and that nothing in Danganronpa existed in the first place. It was just a story, which realistically, yes, it is a fictional story, but that broke so many walls for me. And I thought that the end of Danganronpa 2 broke some walls for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really like it. I was happy with the way that all the games, including the anime, ended off, but I'm very disappointed with the ending. Now, to a lot of people, that is usually the deal breaker. If something has been good up until the very end, that could be the deal breaker. It's like the cherry on top. With all that being said, this is still a good game to recommend to anyone who is a fan of the Danganronpa series. If you are just getting into Danganronpa, then yes, I can recommend this game, but unfortunately, it does take a while for you to actually get into V3 because you need knowledge from every other game beforehand before getting into V3. But this is a pretty good time to get into the series, as Danganronpa Decadence came out last year, which is the collection pack of 1, 2, and V3 on the Switch, as well as S. S also comes in it, and getting the collection pack is a huge deal because you're paying $60, which is the full price of a regular game, for a collection pack that would otherwise cost you $20 minimum for each game individually. Of course, the PC and PlayStation versions are also acceptable versions to play on. However, if you're getting into V3 on the PC, then you probably need a very good PC in order to run it well. As for my rating of this game, I am gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10. While this game has some of my favorite character development, as well as an amazing soundtrack, Danganronpa already has an amazing soundtrack. However, as I mentioned, I didn't like the way this game ended, which means that I am dropping a ton of points off of the way it ended. Like I said, it's not a bad game. I just didn't like the way it ended. And so now, as per usual, I am going to be taking a break from the series as this is a very exhaustingly long game. And then when I come back to the series, we are going to be moving on to Danganronpa S. And as of recording this video, this is the series' latest installment within the series itself. And I don't know anything about this game. And I'm very excited when we get to it eventually. And so, with that being said, that is going to be it for this Let's Play of Danganronpa V3. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys on the next LP.